Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Did you hear that? Thank you for the heart, me. That's over there, damn, y'all come in here hot. Y'all come in here hot like something's fixing to be popped off. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ain't nothing to be popped off. Huh. I just want to know. Look, I just want to know if people just make their opinions. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. If they gray, well, it's vintage white. Nope, don't want to battle. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I just want to know if people make their opinions on one sided of what's up instead of going and doing their research. Good morning. That's all I want to know. A lot of people got a lot of opinions on something they know nothing about. Good morning. Is it better? Well, y'all come in here hot. One day I'm gonna surprise y'all. Judge for yourself. That's right. Thank you for the heart me's. Good morning, good morning. Look, all these, I know there's one T page that is, they pick who they like and who they don't like. So they post what they want to post and leave the rest of it out. Good morning, good morning. Instead of, post it both. Why didn't they post that video over there of that bottle being opened, taken online? Thanks for the heartbeat. Why didn't they do that? Thank you, Jamie. Good morning. Good morning. It's your day off. Like I said last night, I can take every one of my phones up there and they can go through them. I think a welfare check is insane, right? I can understand where somebody may have thought somebody wasn't in a good headspace because it was a pity party. Let's play music and look sad, sappy shit. I know her. I know Tammy, but I'm not playing into that. It's a poor me thing. I'm just not doing it. So I'm not wasting my energy to call. Ain't none of y'all over there screaming, why you accusing HB and Nan? They could hurt me. No, just looking at the Reddit about it. Ain't none of y'all over there screaming that. I was off live. I wasn't even on live. Ain't none of y'all screaming that. Because if I had to guess, somebody in their own household called. If I had to guess, because why would she have said in her video and on her live, oh, I bet they'll be here within 20 minutes. And then after they came, oh, 18 minutes. I bet somebody in their own house called. It wouldn't surprise me. Oh, yeah, it's still over there. Still over there. And the sad part, I have said this since day one. Day one. All it takes is for one person to come after somebody, and then somebody that ain't even affiliated with it makes fake accounts, go in and say stuff, make calls to where it looks like that person. Believe what you want. I don't care. You think the same thing? Yeah, I do. I do. Because it's a poor me sympathy thing. She's talking about people making money off of her name. My first live yesterday was $6. Second live was $7. I can screenshot it. She made $100 something dollars. Make what you want, do what you want. I don't care. But stop being behind the scenes trying to manipulate. You know, the sad part is when somebody knows they're wrong, right? Then they're behind the scenes manipulating. Don't spend it all in one place, I know that. Yeah, just give the records back. I mean, she want their stipulations. they have stipulations before they'll do that. No, it don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I order off of you. I see you. I wouldn't be telling people I got a jam up order and I gotta go to court and then I still get stuck with it. She's talking about the order that was put on her. But there was no lawyer there to represent her. She's a liar. And look, I'm just figuring this out. And let me tell you, when you don't talk to folks, you don't know what really's going on. Good morning. I don't talk to people. But now, Lord have mercy at the stuff that has come forward and the people that have come forward on different things. It really is a shock to me. Her chat was telling her she was going to. She knows the lawyer's not going to do her no good because she doesn't have, the other party has proof that they're hers. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. She don't have any proof of nothing. Good morning, Walter. Good morning. Another thing I want to address. People, they don't want their name called out, right? Hello, Carla. But they're over there in the chat, hyping up. Even when right, I guess right after the friendship kind of busted this last time, she had somebody over there in her box drilling somebody. Well, then they were in her chat yesterday. Good morning. Thank y'all. In her chat yesterday. So when I made the comment that I made, I guess they were calling for me. Huh. I'm not in the chat running your name. You shouldn't be in the chat running mine. And then you want to blame Trixie when you got how many Reddit pages over there talking about you? How many dedicated to you? You watch from the outside, probably a good thing. She'd probably block you. Oh yeah, blame Trixie. GBA blame Trixie. Me? They're over there on the Reddit talking about me. It'll be my fault. No, it won't be my fault. Somebody also said, hopefully her family presses charges on me. Hey, whatever you want to do, let me tell you, I got all the proof I need to protect me. And she absolutely sat right on live and said she was going to come after my depression, my mental health. But y'all want me to worry about somebody else's? Make that make sense to me. I'm the only one in control of mine. She's in control of hers. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I mean, I'm just saying. When you have the proof and you don't have to call nobody to get no proof and you just got it, it is what it is. Thank you, Mimi. I even bought terabytes worth of storage just so I know that I have my proof at any day of the week. Any day. Somebody over there that said I just had a boring life, this is why I was doing this. No, this is not why. Yeah, right. I was waiting on, so I ain't got no papers. Look, I haven't got nothing, but you best believe this little old town in Valdosta, she may think she runs that up there and them cops up there are ha ha he he. And I wonder how the sheriff or the chief of police would like to know how that's being done. Right? Even though I think it's silly for anybody to call for a welfare check. Good morning. I do. I think it's ridiculous. Now, I was telling somebody this morning, thank you for the heart me. I was telling somebody this morning, a friend of mine, I said, if you call me today and you tell me you're not feeling good, and then I don't see you or hear you for a certain amount of time, 12 hours, within a reason, that I'm going to call a welfare check on her. It is an app. I would call a welfare check to check because she lives alone, right? Especially if she tells me she's not feeling good. But just to see somebody on live doing a so pitiful me, hey, pitiful me. Right. And they're not going to harm themselves, correct. I mean, it's just a waste. And I've said that before, and I will say it again. Good morning, good morning. I do too. I think they made their own. That way they had something to talk about. Oh, hot-blooded and Nan that called. Hi, fancy meeting you here. Right, they knew. But there again, right, people that really don't look at the whole situation, they're gonna cover for it. Yeah, here it's been every week or every other week. Look, let me say this: freedom of speech is what is whatever. You can't be out here lying. Thank you, pretty. You can't be out here lying. But if you're telling the truth, you have the freedom to speak. There's nothing against the law about that. Good morning. Thank you for the heart me. There's nothing against the law for that. Now, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, while she was out here lying on me, Does she not realize that's a legal aspect? Defamation of character is 100% against the law. I don't care if your page says false content, satire. I don't care what it says. It's still illegal. It's still illegal. But the problem is she thinks she's a lot of people on this platform think they are unstoppable. And the sad part, y'all gonna watch it unfold. That's the sad part. And I hope they online when it happens, is all I can say. And I want to say this. If you go to Google, all of us hold a phone in our hand, right? We all hold a phone. But we don't use it for all the right benefits. We just believe what people tell us, right? Has anybody went and Googled the side effects of Xannies? Have any of y'all thought to stop and go Google the side effects of that? So while she was telling y'all that she was on the floor 17 days, about half unalive, because of alcohol, go Google what the withdrawals and the side effects of coming off of them are. They match exactly what she says. Exactly what she says. So just do that. And then that's just to educate yourself a little bit. Right. And then 17th day it was, hello y'all, hello. I mean, definitely just don't take her word on and really honestly, you have everything at your hands. Don't take everything somebody says as face value. I'm sorry to hear that, Murray. Thank you for the heartbeat. Yeah, do your research. Absolutely. I mean, it's free. It's just a Google. And look, you can Google something and show it. Now, if you Google somebody's background and you come on here maliciously slinging it around, it is illegal. It is illegal 100%. You can do jail time. But just to Google symptoms of something or withdrawals, that's not illegal. Educate yourself. Don't be out here believing what I could tell you. I was going to say a cow in my backyard, but really there was a cow in my backyard. Oh, so I can't say that. But I could tell you there was a moose out there and y'all would believe it. You know, you just can't be believing what folks are out here saying. Right. And you can't put them in an outdated bottle. That was a cow and a goat. Thank you for that. What's up? She telling everybody I'm on here making money. Yesterday was $13. But hey, it's her story. She can say what she wants. Y'all just need to start doing your research. Just do that for yourself. Now you need to see the moose. Yeah, there ain't no moose. I'm fibbing, y'all. I'm fibbing. And you seen yesterday while she was on live, she didn't tell that officer that she was taking benzos and drinking. She just said that she was just drinking. Right? Mm, yes. Definitely pay attention. And I'm saying that about everybody, really. I mean, some people are more private about their life, and I get that. I understand it. But you got to pay attention. Thank you, Robin. You got to pay attention. Yeah. Now, look, I got several people that work for the sheriff department that we're friends with, and they're laid back, funny, but I don't think they'd be called to a scene just making a joke. I don't think. I don't know. But look, good morning. You would be amazed right now if somebody were to say she called and they wanted my phones to go through. They would get more information about her off of my phones from people sending me stuff that they would probably investigate her just by looking through my phone at what people have sent me. Hey, hey, I'm doing. I don't. I don't, Mama Betty. But I would assume it is, right? I would assume it is, but I think they called on themselves. I don't think nobody called. I think they called on themselves. Why would one call not be anonymous and now this call's anonymous? I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. And there again, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. A wellness check is not for the kids. It's for people's safety. It's for people that may have fallen and can't get up. It's not just. I mean, whoever's calling, they're just out here just being a nuisance. Just being a nuisance. And I will continue saying that if no, I don't want to pet him. Whoever's calling needs to quit because it's not. I mean, there was a time a few months ago that there was a call made for a wellness check, and it absolutely needed to, and it absolutely was intervened. That I can understand, but just somebody that is sitting there, no, mm, I hope not. I would like to hear it. She said she can get a recording, so I would like to hear it. Me too. I hope so too. You know, thank you for the roses. At any, yes, at any given point, anybody can change, right? Anybody, it's their choice. But anyone can request a recording. Well, she says she gonna request it, and she gonna know who it is. Look, everybody knows my voice, and I guarantee you, it ain't me. It ain't my numbers. It ain't my voice. I haven't reached out to anybody to have them make a phone call. No, that's not me. Not me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Good morning. I don't know if she's worse off to that comment. I mean, she's been spiraling. Anyways, before this, it's been a downward spiral. So I don't want to blame it on anybody but herself, right? I'm in control of what I do and how I do it. And that's just like anybody else. No, you can't. You cannot. Yeah, Mandy, I believe that. But at any given point, we can all change. Change any kind of way. I don't care if you've never been an addict, even just changing lifestyles. Hello, changing families, changing. It's hard. It's scary. It's tough. Changing jobs and anything in life. But you gotta want to do it. You gotta want to do it. And do y'all remember the live that she held about one in the hospital? Don't give money, don't this, don't that. Y'all need to consider that yourselves. You need to consider that yourselves. Mm. You have to consider it yourself. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, it was wild, wild, wild. I mean, just because I'm talking about her giving back something doesn't mean I'm calling for some silly stuff. That's just not me. And she drug you too. There's several people on this platform that has been drugged, and you'll always have. Look, I was one of them. I was one of them that stood there beside her through the dragon. People have to understand. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm tired. I have to get me an elderly nap soon. I'm tired. Um, Good morning. I didn't go to sleep till almost 1 o'clock, and then I've been up early. Um, People got to understand that there's a lot of things that I didn't know. Um, I didn't, I don't ask questions. What somebody told me, I just believed. When somebody comes on here and they say, or even on a private conversation. I mean, they said it publicly too, but they said, thank you for the heart me. They said, I only take slivers. Well, I promise you that if anybody knows that type of medicine, it's soft. It's not. It's not like a potassium pill that takes a long time to dissolve. It's soft. So you can't go slivering off of something without it turning to powder. You just can't. Thank you. I see you. But being her friend, right, I didn't look at it that way. I never, I just took it at face value, what she said. So, because you're not, I don't know. I'm the type of person, if you're friends with somebody, why would they lie to you? Why would they? But TikTok has taught me these people, they can't be true to themselves. So, yeah. So I don't see it. I don't see it. Hopefully one day, everybody, people in general that has problems, hopefully one day, they can get the help they need and do it for them. My nephews, people in my life have said, even people not kin to me, I gotta move. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get from around here, wherever they're at. But people don't realize you can move wherever you want to move. But if you don't change the problem's coming with you. The problem's going to be right there with you when you get there. If it's you. And a lot of people they don't think about that. I do believe, like with my brother-in-law, my husband's middle brother, he had to change people, places, and things to heal, right, and become a recovering addict. I get that, but he went to a facility. Good morning, good morning. He went to a facility, and then he stayed in the area that he went. I get that part, but you can't just, everything's going wrong here. Say for me, everything's going wrong here in Valdosta, so I'm moving. Well, if I don't change my ways and I move, all that same problems are going to the next town with me. So, been telling your son, yeah, it's hard. There was one time that my brother-in-law had come over. My husband told him, he said, you're not allowed here as long as you're using. And my husband meant that. And he didn't come back until he got sober, several years later. Good morning. So, that's my rant for today. And really, it wasn't a rant, but I guess they'll read about it. The morning paper, they think they know. And look, good morning. I know there's going to be people that are going to stick up for me and love me, and they're going to be people that always stick up and love her. And my best advice to any of you is go to these T pages and go to the tube and watch it. Watch it all unfold for yourself and listen to it. I told my husband this morning, good morning, yo, I see you. I told my husband this morning because he was in the dining room just ranting last night while I was live, and I was like, you got to stop. And he was like, I ain't got a nothing, blah, blah, blah. And I said, really, you do? Because people are always recording. And if you say something, they're just going to turn it around, and use it against you. And he said, I don't care. They ain't got nothing on me. I don't have no record. I don't this. But that's not my point, right? So this morning when we woke up, I said to him, I said, Frog, it's just like that person that was in the live and heard the pills in the bottle. Literally seen. I would have never caught it. I would have never, because I just don't think like that. I'm just listening to them ramble, right? So I just don't think like that. But there's people out here that do. And they see it and they hear it and then they post it. So that's why I said to him, you got to really, really watch. He said, well, I'll go live on my page. Well, you go live. You go live on your page. They'll have you going in about 10.5 seconds. Go on and go live. But then it'll be on his. It won't be on me. Yeah. Yeah. Texas. Oh. Is it hers? Texas. Is it hers? I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I do know even if it's prescribed to her, right? I do know that on the bottle it says do not consume alcohol while taking this medication. I do know that. And you can use Google for that as well. You can use Google for that as well. Google will tell you that as well. So, but it's also on the label. So even if you're prescribed it, right, and you're over 21 and you're an adult and you're able to drink, yes, but there still are things you are not allowed to do. No, never. No, no, Lisa, that's never gonna happen. That's a done deal. That is even with over-the-counter meds. It is. But the bad thing, right, is when you're prescribed it, if they find out they won't prescribe it to you anymore. I mean, it's a combination for no good. No good. I don't take Tylenol. Tylenol doesn't work for me, so I don't take Tylenol. I very rarely even take ibuprofen. Yeah. It's just sad. It's just sad. So I just wanted to come and address some of the hilarious comments over there and post. Believe me, I'm not a boring old lady that just looking for something to insert myself into. But you can view it how you like. Because once again, you don't pay my bills. And that's referring to whoever made the Reddit post. My husband do. My husband do. He pays my bills. My husband do. And when my husband told me no, he don't want me working, he wants me home when he gets home, then that's mine and his business. That's mine and his business. You too. I'm gonna get me a senior nap. Oh, Lisa, it's real hard. It's real hard for me. It's real hard for me. It's real hard for me. A lot of people know I don't trust people. I have real life friends, and I'm sure they've watched this whole shit show for the last 2 months unfold because they're on my social media platforms, and that's okay because they absolutely know how I am in real life too. I don't trust too many people. I just don't. I just don't. Look, if I tell somebody something, you best believe you could take it to the bank. And if I tell you I don't like somebody, I will tell the internet I don't like them. Best believe that. You're blowing for me. Oh yeah, I know who I am. A lot of people do keep it personal. My husband tells me, you tell them too much. I say, it's okay. Cloudy, hot, humid, supposed to rain. Just a yuck day. All right, I've entertained y'all enough today. Don't always believe everything you hear. If you're unsure, go to Google. Google will tell you. Now, don't Google your symptoms because Google's not good for that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But if you want to, find out what would cause those withdrawals and certain things, do it. Go over there and do it. But yeah, you will be. And look, Walmart.com sells them. They sell caskets. I'm not being buried, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yes, they do. Walmart.com does sell caskets. You just have to have somewhere to store it. But no. Temu gives discounts. I'm done with y'all. Look, me and my husband decided, well, if I go first, he will keep my ashes. And then when something happens to him, vice versa, we will be joined together, back together, and then we will go ashes to ashes, dust to dust together. So it'll be vice versa. If I go first, he'll keep mine. If he goes first, I'll keep his. And I can go right online and buy a very nice urn for less than $150 for the two of us. So it'll be fine. Your parents did that? Yeah. You're to be positive. I just don't want to be in the ground, with all these floods and people digging up graves, and I don't. I got 3 burial plots in Ocala in a nice cemetery, and they'll probably just sit there. I won't. So I should sell them so somebody else could use them, but whatever, it's what it is. Look, y'all have a happy Tuesday. I'm going to get me a senior nap after I call my husband. Protect your peace. Y'all have a good day. I need to start going back to bed at 9 o'clock at night, not staying up till 1. Bye, y'all.